How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Yo, we are cozy today. We are hella cozy today. You'll see in just a second. When I switch my camera, you'll see. I'm in ultimate cozy mode, bro. You have no idea. Some of you guys saw, I posted on Twitter, I bought a new oversized fluffy hoodie. Oh, it's so cozy. It's actually so cozy. Also, I have somewhat of a new layout today. I grabbed a little graphic, robbed that shit straight from the Zenless Twitch channel when they were doing the Twitch music thing. I was like, dude, what the freaking heck? This thing looks sick. And so I stole it. I took a screenshot and then I edited it so that I can have a cool little thing, and you'll see it. Because last time, it was tiny little me camera when we were doing it. Okay. So for those that have not joined on like the last fairy radio, right? This is literally just a community-driven lore discussion. But last time, it was our normal like stream layout. But I think since we're chatting a lot more, my camera should be a little bit bigger. So we're going kind of... Anyway, you'll see it. You'll see it. In fact, I'll show you right freaking now, dude. I'll show you right now. Look at this. Yo! Cozy mode! How you guys doing? How we doing? My bed's a mess, but it's okay. Leave that alone. We don't need to talk about that. But yo, dude, look. We got a little TV thing that shows the whatever I'm showing. So whenever I pull up like a video or graphics or whatever, then it's there. And look, chat's still there. Everything is here. It's okay. The layout's a little not balanced in terms of positioning, but it's okay. It's okay. It works. Every time you start stream or the main event, you should start with "Let's get down to business," because he loves saying that for some. Do they? Do they? For some reason, I don't remember ever hearing "Let's get down to business." Your bed has no pillows. I'm using to prop my back. No blanket. No, nothing on it. Yeah, I mean, I used to have Squishmallows on there, but the Squishmallows are out of commission. Well, not out of commission, but it's just Mushroom lays on the bed now, and if the Squishmallows are on the bed, then Mushroom likes to nom on them, and I don't remember. I don't remember. I started reading chat. I don't like that she does that. I remember Belle saying Riz, though. Very iconic. I do remember that. That is very iconic. She did say Riz. She did say Riz a couple times. Laying on the lore hard. New slogan be like. Laying on the lore hard. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are having a good, or hope it's been a good weekend so far. I guess it's technically the end of the weekend now. It do be Sunday. Sunday. I'm still gonna be making, I was gonna make the video before we did the stream. I'm also, by the way, probably gonna stream again later. Later tonight, because I kind of want to, I want to do the stuff. The commissions that came out this update. I haven't done it. Also, I know the stream is lagging. Give it a second. Give it a second. I know it's lagging. Thankfully, we're not doing anything crazy right now, so it wasn't a problem, but it's okay. We're fine. The OBS is fine. Anyway, I haven't done any of the commissions, like the side stuff that came out in 1.2, and I want to do that. So we'll probably stream again later and do the new commissions that came out in Blazewood and whatnot. Can't wait for the new minigame to drop soon. Yeah, that's dropping tomorrow? Is that dropping tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. I'm also excited. It looks super fun. And also, there's that thing that I mentioned that I don't know if I was supposed to mention yet, but it's happening. You posted a cool idea on the Discord if you want to read it. Question, which of the pigs was your favorite? Are you talking about Lucy's pigs? Hold on, let me see. Let me pull up Discord. What are we looking at here? Did you just ping me? Or when did you do it? You posted a cool idea on the Discord. Can you ping me? Can you, like, reply to it and ping me? Oh, wait, no, it's the most recent message. I just thought of the coolest thing. So Moors is the big bad wolf who blew his lungs out, which is why he's also on the run. And the 3 piggies are Bricky, Grassy, and the third one. This could stretch out as the Fissures are the wolf and the Caledons are the piggies. Big Daddy is ex-leader who built the straw house. Caesar is the wood house that she's dealing with the wolf now, and Lucy's the one with the brick house that she's yet to be in charge. Yeah, I mean, I like that little dynamic there. I think it would be really interesting to see Lucy in charge. I think it's definitely gonna be. I think it'd be fun if they let Lucy be in charge for a little bit, just so she could see like exactly how hard it actually is. Because she's got the brains, but does she got the brawn to actually do it all? But anyway, yeah, I'm excited for the new minigame tomorrow. Yeah. All right, boys. Do we want to get started? What do we want to talk about first? I mean, obviously, we could talk about the actual stuff, right? Like the thumbnail of the stream, right? Let's do Hetty. I've been doing all the pub set girls recently for the store. Let's give them a break. Let's give them a little breaky break. Video archive. Let's bring up the screenshot, shall we? I'm assuming this is like the main thing we want to talk about right now. Bonk. Gates of the past. I'll be having a video. I'll be making a video that'll be coming out soon that talks about the TV stuff. Because they technically, I don't know why everyone's getting confused with the wording. Everyone is saying that I'm wrong understanding the wording that they said on Twitter. That was not it was not them doubling down on what they said in the dev notes. The wording literally says instead of removing. The only thing they said was that they were going to remove it from the main story, and now they're saying instead of removing, they're going to keep it in and just improve it. I don't really know why everyone's getting confused. But so as far as I'm aware, they're not going to completely remove it anymore in the main story, but it will probably still be a lot less in terms of like quantity. But yeah, I'm going to have a whole video on it. But don't worry. We'll talk about that later. Also, I did already do a whole stream of like us discussing the stuff. So if you want to go watch that stream, the VOD is there. Very good stream. Very good discussion. That was super fun. But yeah. I'm a fan of the TVs. But for now, on this stream, let's keep the discussion less on like TVs and gameplay and more on just lore. It's 12:42 a.m. for me. I can't watch this anyways. Have a good stream. Hey, the VOD will be there. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it, Laser. Have a good one. Is Faunus Corner a new region? We've actually heard of the Faunus Corner before. That wasn't new. Where did they actually mention that? Where was it? Is it on the map? Janus Quarter, Pluto Quarter, Hollow Limbo. Where was it? Was it at the Ballet Twins? The little like train thing? Oh, was it Camellia Golden Week? Faunus Quarter was mentioned in Jane's card. Oh, is that where it was mentioned? Yeah, because we've seen Faunus Quarter before. There's Pluto. Pioneer. New Horizon. Okay, maybe it wasn't here. Yeah, it's somewhere. It's definitely been mentioned before. But now we know that that's like where it was. Where they were, at least. Are you into leaks? I am not into leaks. No, I'm not. I try to avoid them as much as possible. I did see them on Twitter today. I did, unfortunately, see Yanagi's ult. Because people got excited and they forgot to tag. Tends to happen. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. With the lore revelation of Wise and Bell's teacher being the prime suspect for the collapse of the old city, do you think their teacher knew about the sacrifice? I think a lot of... I do think a lot of the higher-ups in the Helios Institute did know about the sacrifice for sure. I am actually interested in when they got cut off. When they got cut off, I think it was Wise was about to say that he had like proof that she wasn't, or at least a little bit of, because he was like, because, and then it cut off. One thing that I like started to look back into after we saw that was the picture on their thing, because they said that the teacher saved them, right? Because this is them like when they were at the research institute. Oh, whoops. That's the button I meant to click. So I was like, could their teacher be in this photo? And I think maybe. Obviously we have the person that's crossed out here, which is super interesting because that's not damaged. They intentionally crossed that person out. The figure that has the head burned off, I think could actually be their teacher, because the figure is taller, right? Like this is the shoulder. The head would be like right here, like the neck, and then the head would be obviously right here. So she does seem to be taller, and the hands seem to be feminine as opposed to more masculine. So I'm wondering if maybe they wanted to keep this picture because like that, you know, their teacher was in the picture, but it obviously got burned during the like them being saved or whatever. I think it'd be an interesting dynamic if there were like traitors inside of the Helios Research Institute, like student wise, because they were students, right? They were students of the Helios Research Institute, and so are like these other people, but this one's crossed out. So like, what if there was a sort of like is insurrection the word I'm thinking of? Maybe not. But anyway, like a coup inside of the Helios Research Institute, and like they're gonna be a problem, because I still, before I said I thought it would be interesting if like some other of the students from the Helios Research Institute ended up being like another proxy that got the other AIs, and then we had to like deal with them having the other AIs. And that would be even more cool if that is the case, of like there is actually like traitors student wise inside of the Helios Research Institute. I think that'd be fun. But yeah. I wasn't expecting them to drop so much about Faith in Past and motivations in our labs in just the second limited patch, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It feels really, really satisfying because they gave us all the crumbs like they do in the other games, but then they actually like gave us knowledge. And a lot of the other games, they just drag you on for years with nothing. Like Stell and Star Rail, we still have like literally no actual info. So yeah, this was really nice. This was really, really nice. And fighting between researchers regarding their findings. Yeah, I think that would be interesting, because it wasn't just they did say that she was the prime suspect, right? But there were other names that she said was forever etched onto the pillar of shame or whatever. So there was definitely multiple like researchers involved. The question is it involving Professor Arke? Like, could he still be pulling strings? It would be interesting. It would be interesting. Considering the idea of sacrifices, what do you think of the possibility that Pompey is similar to a sacrifice, seeing as he is a unique ethereal, especially if you read the lore tab on the boss card? Let me read the lore tab on the boss card. I actually haven't done that yet. Is he an ether mutant? Or no, he's a... Yeah, he's a corrupted. People in the Outer Ring call him the Immortal Overlord, but now his soul has been corrupted by potent ether. His body polluted by sulfur and crude oil. The heart that once beat solely to protect the Outer Ring has turned into the supercritical ether core filled with infinite power. The former Lord of the Outer Ring has been reborn in flames, taking on a different form. Freedom, majesty, viscosity, and sanity. It charges through the sulfuric Cinderglow Lake, seizing anything that moves and then mercilessly tearing and shattering it. Those familiar with it before have guessed from its fractured whispers that a desire for petty revenge doesn't drive it, but rather to crush all outliers who dare to challenge the laws of the Outer Ring. Maybe it's the last vestige of the former Overlord Pompey's lingering will. Our leader has turned into it, but he still feels like the same person, a former henchman of the Overlord's army. That's a really interesting description, considering the fact that no one besides us saw him. So, that's odd. They're saying this description is like as if he was there for a while. When that wasn't the case. We were there as he transformed and then immediately took care of him. Do you like the desert areas or more of the hollow locations? About the same. I mean, I like the variety. The desert area was a nice change of pace. It was really cool. I think it looks really nice. I still don't get how his bike got corrupted as well. I admit it looks cool, but I can probably just guess his second in command also tampered the bike with No. Can we watch the cutscene again? Where did that happen? Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. What was this?
We're almost there. Cinder Lake is just ahead.
Watch where the bike is. Maybe.
Caesar, that's... Old man! Hang in there! The corruption is too severe. Caesar! Something's wrong with Cinder Lake! There are ether crystals everywhere!
I will say, originally, I did think that the way that he would be corrupted was more towards, like, the sacrifice, but we watched it happen, and it's definitely not, because the sacrifice has a lot more mechanical aspects to it.
Caesar, listen. You must protect Cinder Lake.
This transformation is so sick, by the way. It's so good. Yeah, okay, the bike is levitated. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's literally just because the bike was in here, too, by the way. And then the bike broke out. Yeah. So... lore-wise... as to how the bike is actually, like, driving itself, I can't answer that because the bike shouldn't have AI in it. But the bike definitely got corrupted because of the incredible amount of ether energy that was being radiated from Pompey. And the bike was right next to him, and so it just ended up getting corrupted as well. Also, Nor! Hello! How you doing? Welcome in. We're in cozy mode, eating Samoas, or whatever these are called. Whatever the Girl Scout cookies with coconut is. They're so good, dude. I could eat this all day. All day. Everyone in the outer ring saw Pompey's transformation when Phaethon shared the video feed from Eos to everyone in the... No one was seeing what was happening. So that's not true. Because remember, the video feed was being hacked. So the video feed on both sides from the entire thing was being shown like a different, like a fake video loop. Because they mentioned it that the video feed was being hacked. So no one should have seen it. Yeah, it could also be because he had a strong connection to the bike too, yeah. For sure. For sure. You're gonna have me in the background a bit sicky? Hey, no problem. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. Wait, what are you talking about? EOS recording was the proof they've seen it? What are you talking about? Oh, did they? Caesar says they shared the video from EOS to reveal what happened to Pompey. Oh. Oh, they said they shared it after? Yeah. Well, that's what we were talking about. That's why I was confused. Because in the description, it said that others knew. Or that he had, like, been there for a while. And that's why I was confused. But I guess that makes sense. Does it, though? Hold on. Let me read this again. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it was a slide cutscene after. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That makes sense. That Piper was right. Okay. The way that they had it worded, it made it seem like he had just been chilling for a while, going through Cinderglow Lake, tearing shit apart, when that wasn't the case. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oh, there was a comment that I wanted to go back up to. Because I read it and then I was like, yeah. Fun fact, there's a city named Arna in Greece. The people of Arna was a part of the Greek Revolution of 1821. See, that's an interesting tidbit. Arna. Greece. The residents of Arna featured prominently in the Greek War of Independence. Interesting. Folk tradition is that father of famed hero sought refuge in this cave after being wounded, defending the tower. He was discovered there the next day and killed. His body was thrown into the cave. Huh. That's interesting. You know, technically... the chasm could technically be the cave in this part, but... Yeah, that's interesting. I was gonna look up Arna. Is there anything... Oh, because, okay, it would have to be Greece, right? Because... Helios and Phaethon, it's all Greek based. Is there any other mention of like Arna in Greek stuff? Let's do the classic of just Googling her name. What was it? It was Carol Arna, right? Carol Honkai! Oh. Carol, okay. Sorry. I was thinking Honkai like last name. Yeah, Carol Pepper. Okay. That's I was thinking like John Honkai. Okay. My bad. Oh yeah. And look, it's all Zenless stuff. No way. That's funny. Hello! Thank you for subscribing. Fuku and Kurto. Thank you. The only one that can rival John Honkai. Carol Honkai. Can we go back into Helios? Let's go back into Helios for a bit. Or wait, what was the city name? The Faunus Quarter, right? Okay, where was that said? Because I know we've seen Faunus Quarter before. Or no, actually, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. There is one thing that I want to check out. Mail. Oh, they want me to spend money on the game. I'm wondering if the city names around Roman Empire, Italy, and Greece will pop up more. I mean, surely they will, for sure. Check the special item episode on the workbench. Oh, that's right. That's what you said. It was the... Yeah. It was the... Oh, that's the throne quarter. Faunus Quarter is where a lot of the Outer Ring people go? No, I don't think they go there. Didn't she say that that was a part of In Eridu? Oh, let's pull this up. Let's go through this. Let's let this play out.
Well, everything's packed. We're ready to head back home. I can't see Caesar and the others in the rearview mirror anymore.
Here we go.
It feels like we haven't been back in a long time, Belle.
Fairy, do you know where this is?
Search complete. This is the center of the chasm at the edge of New Eridu.
Okay. I want to see the map when they talk about this. Pulling it up. Hold on. Be patient, chat. Be patient. Hold on.
No comment?
No need. Look at the next line.
The center of the chasm at the edge of New Eridu. So literally, what? Where the word chasm is? Can you see that well? Edge of New Eridu. Center of chasm. It'd be funny if the hollows actually matched. Wait, holy shit, do they actually match? These two? Are we on this side? Are we over here? Right, are we right here? Is there another hollow right over here? Wicked funny.
The chasm, which preceded New Eridu, was the product of the large uncontrolled hollow disaster in Eridu, often called the fall of the Old Capital. To deal with the out-of-control Hollow Zero during the fall of the Old Capital, Eridu's leaders at the time detonated the 14 Shiryu pillars from the southwest to the northeast. The power of the explosion sparked a strong geological chain reaction, bringing about the formation of the chasm.
That's right. There's nothing in the chasm that can be corrupted, so Hollow Zero can't convert more etheric energy to expand, which prevents it from getting out of control.
Yeah, so that's another interesting part, right? There's nothing in the chasm that can be corrupted. Isn't that interesting, though? Okay, I saw some people talking about this, but do we need to talk about what actually makes... I watched Ashika's lore video. Yes, yeah, I was talking with her when she was making it. Like what creates a hollow? Because I do think in terms of what Ashikai said in the lore video of like, you know, it like reverse doing like life and whatever. Or like intelligence. I think that is still accurate, but Caesar, was it Caesar or was it Casa, the mayor? They mentioned that oil can get corrupted. There is nothing in oil that represents life, right? There shouldn't... Well, I mean, I guess. It's like fossil fuel stuff. But, like... In retrospect to what oil, like, is... it's interesting. Because... What about the explosion is actually allowing the chasm to not have anything to be corrupted? Is organic a source of energy? Okay. But what's stopping animals from being in the chasm? And then allowing that to spread. Right? Because that's still organic. Pillars are connected to the ley line, like for better terms. These ley lines can't be corrupted, so they blew up the pillar to create a barrier. Yeah, but obviously Hollows still got past it. Have you seen wild animals? I don't think they exist anymore. I mean, we've never really gone out in the wild. We've never really gone out enough to really know. I am assuming wild animals do still exist. Somewhere. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. I do wonder how, like... Yeah, Bernice tries to burn a lizard, yeah. But, like... I don't know, what am I trying to say here? Like, ideally, I get it. Like, I understand why blowing up the Shiyu pillars stopped it. Like, even in my reaction to this, I'm pretty sure I say, I wonder if the chasm is man-made to separate the land, to stop it from spreading. But then I said, well, no, I guess that wouldn't really make any sense because it's spread anyway. But hollows appear because of a large amount of ether energy, right? Because you can have ether energy outside of hollows. It's what powers the city. You can have ether energy outside of hollow. You can't have ethereals outside of hollows for now. Besides the sacrifice. Technically, the sacrifice was outside of a hollow. Yeah.
New Eridu could only be built because of it. Without it, if you keep driving from here, you'll end up on the road to the northern side of Eridu, which is really close to the throne quarter. Within 10 minutes, you'll come upon a massive statue.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the map. I'm gonna pull up the map. Hold on. Why is this not loading? Sorry, I have to go through me and Ashika's chat to find this. She sent it to me, but I don't remember how long ago it was. This it? Ah, yes, here it is. Okay. You'll end up on the road to the northern side of Eridu, which is really close to the throne quarter. Where was... Oh, I thought throne quarter was on here. Wait, chat. We literally just saw the throne quarter earlier. Where did I see that at? Where did I see the throne quarter at? Was it on the map in... Oh, it was Jane's card. It was Jane's card. That's right. That's right. Yeah, Jane's badge. Okay. It was really close to the throne quarter.
It belongs to the White Star Institute. Turning left before the statue takes you to the former main road number 7 of the Minerva Quarter.
That one's
On the
new.
left side of the
I don't think
road
we've heard of
are
the
all
Minerva
old
Quarter.
civilization antique shops that Wise liked to go to. He was just a kid back then, and always fell for fake antiques.
And on the right side of the road were all the dessert shops and snack stores that Belle loved.
What a cutie.
I couldn't resist Belle's whining and ended up buying more treats than she could ever finish.
I couldn't finish them? As soon as any snacks were placed on the table, everyone would grab them up within a minute.
How could I forget? So, at the end of main road number 7...
3
after you pass
security
2
gates.
No, 3 security gates. You'll see a beautiful building.
Our teacher is right there. She'll be at the entrance with Eos, waiting for us. She always liked to stand to the right of the building's plaque.
The Helios Academy. That's our real home.
Okay. I know this is going to sound really silly, but remember how I said that I think that might be the teacher in the photo with the burnt face? She was on the right side. She was on the right side. Yeah.
It's there now as well. Just across the chasm, deep inside Hollow Zero. Under the rubble of the old capital's ruins.
So...
Teacher,
Okay.
we're back. It's been a while this time.
I'm going to ask you guys a question. When we get there.
Master, second should you wish. I can cert...
Carol Arna.
That name was not found in the database of Vic, resulted in the uncontrollable Hollow Zero, leading to the great tragedy of the fall of the city. The main culprit, Senior Research Director Carol Arna of the Helios Academy, along with others involved, will forever be etched on the Pillar of Shame.
Okay. Here it is. Here's my question to you, chat. I have always said, I've had a lot of back and forth of people telling me, like, that they don't think that that's how it is. I have been saying for a very long time that Hollow Zero existed for a while in Eridu. And then something caused it to expand. And that's when it was the fall of the old capital. I've had people tell me, no, it was the appearance of Hollow Zero that was the fall of the old capital. My question to you is, because she says it resulted in the uncontrollable Hollow Zero, do you think she's talking about the fact that they lost control of it, or that it appeared? Do you think Carol Arna caused Hollow Zero to appear? Well, I mean, obviously we know she didn't, or she probably actually didn't do it, but you know what I'm saying. You get the question. I'm back. They lost control. I agree. Lost control. I agree. Lost control. Lost control. Already there. Okay, good. I'm glad. I don't know why people were getting that. Considering Arcade's been missing for an era, I would assume it existed for a while. I do think for an era is an odd word. We've talked about that before. I don't think it was actually an era. I think the way that they're using era is just a term of, like, how different things was, but not an actual, like, point in time. Like, not an actual time frame. Perhaps Hollow Zero was something they never could have controlled, resulting in documentation and experimentation of something they should have destroyed long before it lost control. I don't think they could have destroyed it. The ether energy was too high for when it appeared. They built the Shiyu Pillar. I thought that the Shiyu Pillars were a new Eridu thing, because whenever this happened, like, in the story, I was like, oh shit, the Shiyu Pillars did exist in old Eridu. Because I was under the impression that it was new Eridu technology, specifically because of the lore teaser, where when they talk about the Shiyu Pillars, they say, where is it?
Access to surface space to corruption matter. Place new Eridu has any
Yeah.
the Shiyu Pillars to transport it. With this system in place, new Eridu has any hollows.
It's new Eridu information, and then they talk about new Eridu has hollows within its borders under complete control because of the Shiyu Pillars. I thought that it was like a new Eridu thing. Clearly, that's not the case. They did actually have, for like some, yeah, it may have been an improved version for sure, yeah, but they did have a sort of Shiyu Pillar existence before in old Eridu. It probably 100% did get an upgrade. However, visually, they look the same. But... Wait, one of the towers used to control its expansion got tampered by someone? Are you saying that as a statement or a theory? Is there evidence of that? Yeah, so Hollow Zero... So in my head, the timeline was that once RK went into Hollow Zero, then that was what caused it to expand.
The defenders of the city. Wait, 7 heroes. If I recall correctly, the 7th is...
Here, Professor RK, the founder of Helios Academy, responsible for discovering the common characteristics of Hollows, entered Hollow Zero to seek out the truth. As of the time this document was sealed, RK had yet to return from Hollow Zero.
How much of the lore drop at the end of the chapter has been covered so far? We're talking about it right now. We like just started like truly getting into it. Who knows how long Hollows existed in this universe? I mean, I think Hollows have been... Okay. Okay. I was gonna make a whole video on this, and then I didn't do it yet. But I guess now is a great time to like, bring it up. The appearance of Hollows... We have no, like, documentation of how that really happened. And we talked about, like, how long did it take for the Hollows to really, like, overtake the world? And how did it happen? One of you guys brought up the live action trailer. And we talked about, is the live action trailer actually canon or not? I thought the live action trailer was not canon. Like, because it wouldn't make sense for it to be canon, right? Like, just because everyone that was in it, it was interesting. However, the live action trailer was actually the very first piece of evidence that proves that you can throw, or something can travel from one hollow to another hollow, which we learned in the special episode, right? The fissure in the Ballet Twins hollow leads to Hollow Zero. But do you guys remember in the live action trailer? And let me actually... Yeah, Ziox is canon, bro. Ziox is legitimately canon. In the live action trailer, she kicks a skateboard. One of the people kick a skateboard. Right? Pay attention. Kicks the skateboard. Where are they at? Completely teleports to another part of the world. Completely teleports to a separate part of the world. So, this was legitimately the very first piece of evidence to show that you can travel from hollow to hollow. Which, yes, everyone bringing up hollows on the moon... That's what that video that I was talking about that I was going to make was going to revolve around. Was, how does the linkage between hollows actually work? Because in Jane's mention of the fissure leading to another hollow, she does specifically say companion hollow, right? And so I was thinking, I was like, well, does that mean only companion hollows can travel to their main hollow? But that technically can't. I think you can connect to anything. Anything can connect to Hollow Zero, because the Ballet Twins hollow is a companion hollow of what's the hollow name? What's the hollow name? The Limnian. Yeah. I think that's right. The Ballet Twins hollow is a companion hollow of the Limnian hollow, but they went from the companion hollow in the Ballet Twins to Hollow Zero. But technically, right, the Limnian hollow is a companion hollow of Hollow Zero. So it's like Hollow Zero is the grandfather hollow of the Ballet Twins hollow. So they were still able to to travel. So my question is, would you be able to travel from, let's say, the Ballet Twins hollow to a hollow that's across the world? That was definitely not a hollow due to Hollow Zero. That's what I'm wondering. Here, it seems like that is the case. So hollows can just travel to hollows. But anyway, I know that seemed like that was off topic. It's really not. My point of bringing that up was to show that this live action trailer is probably legitimately canon. So what that means is the appearance of hollows, this is probably how it actually went down. Like hollows randomly popping up around the world at the same time.
C'est quoi ce truc?
Right?
Émilie? Non, on se casse!
Like, just all over the place. And of course, this is legitimately how it would be, right? People would gather around, film it, act like it's nothing, until it actually became a thing. So,
This is a giant, like, ball, sphere, orb thing?
because Hollows, again, Hollow Zero is not the very first Hollow. It's not. Hollow Zero was the first Hollow in Eridu. Not the first Hollow in existence. How does Eridu have enough time to employ the Shi pillar system? Yeah. So, I do think when they say uncontrollable, I don't think it was Ziox's Professor RK. No! I don't know. I don't think the Dark Wall was actually shown here.
Are cropping up around the world.
It's being reported that these anomalies are called hollows, and we have reason to believe that they are active. High levels of ether activity have been detected in multiple locations, including New York.
See, but that's another interesting thing of like, how far can we actually count this as canon? Because in this situation, right, if we say that this is legitimately like how it went down, then the news reporting is already talking about ether. They're introducing the term hollow, but they're not introducing the term ether.
High levels of ether activity
Resembling black holes are cropping up around the world.
It's being reported that these anomalies
These are called hollows,
are called hollows.
but they act like everyone already knows what ether is. So, like, again, how far can we actually take this? Because if we take the entire thing... I almost had a stroke there. Did you hear that? If we take the entire thing as canon, then that means, like, we could probably safely say that ether existed before a hollow actually appeared. You think after ether got out of control? Yeah, but wouldn't that technically mean... I don't know. It's weird, right? Because what if we say... We keep thinking... Or everyone keeps in game, like, not saying that it's man-made. But what if we go with the idea that all hollows... Like, the existence of hollows is man-made. Because they were tampering with an already existent energy, which is ether energy, and then caused hollows to happen. Which I've brought this idea up before, right? Because maybe that's why there's hollows on the moon. Because maybe they were originally tampering with ether on the moon in case shit did go haywire. And then it went haywire. Oh, I forgot to turn the game back on. I meant to go to the moon. Not go to the moon, but look at the moon. Is it branch rate that we can see? We know that as long as organic / intelligent stuff are near ether, it keeps increasing in quantity. Maybe when there's enough, a hollow appears. I mean, it makes sense. A high concentration of ether energy causes a hollow to appear, right? In general, it just makes sense. I thought we could see the moon from here, but I guess not. Back to the moon thing, though. My point of bringing up the fact that, like, if any hollow can teleport to any hollow, or even if a hollow can only go to its companion hollow, I would like to say, I definitely feel like the hollows on the moon are the oldest hollows we can see. Because clearly, we can't go to the moon. We can't get rid of the hollow on the moon. So, what if the ether energy is just so high on the moon that it caused hollows to start appearing on Earth? I mean, we've talked about... Dude, the free time change is a blessing, for real. Legitimately. Oh, also, the thing is gone. Did you guys know that? The other thing is gone. Apparently, it may have just been like an asset that was supposed to overlay on top of the moon, and it was like it wasn't parented correctly, because that other weird like spatial distortion in the sky is gone now. It has been removed from the game, so that's interesting. You gotta go now. Hope you guys have fun. Hey, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Maybe Shiyu pillars are about ether, and they've been repurposed to control hollows. Well, they farm the purpose of the Shiyu pillars is to Cox gun moon's haunted, is to farm ether energy. They like farm it to use for themselves, which means they turn it into whatever energy they're like using for the city, while also simultaneously removing the ether energy from a hollow, which is what keeps things in check, and also allows them to power their city and whatnot. But like how the moon usually controls the tides, this corrupted moon can influence ether down on Earth. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, I think that's how I was thinking about it in my head. Yeah. Because, like, it's not just the hollows. Again, we don't know how long those hollows on the moon have been there. But, like, the entire half side of the moon is literally being corrupted with the weird, like, thing. And then there's the normal, like, actual hollows. So... I love theory making. Let's go. Yes. Totally unrelated, but you got the platinum trophy for ZZZ yesterday. Hey, good shit. I have a couple friends that are like super achievement hunting, and they're going for it. So hell yeah, good stuff. What if humans found ether on space and started cultivating it on Earth? I mean, that's how normal like alien tropes go, right? Find something in space. Let's bring it back to Earth. Earth die. Earth go apocalypse mode. So, do you think at any point in the future that the moon will look to have even more hollows on it? I think they definitely should. If not have more hollows, I think they should over time definitely have that like black half like start expanding. I think it'd be sick. I think it'd be really cool. Because it would actively be like, what, Celestia, right? Isn't, like, Celestia always, like, moving or turning or tilting or something? And, Genshin. So, like, just over time, if they, like, did little things like that, that if you noticed it was just, like, encroaching on the other half, that'd be cool. No? Celestia's always stayed? Oh, I thought it was... I thought there was, like, a whole thing of, like, oh my god, Celestia's, like, tilting. It's gonna go upside down. Or maybe it's already upside down. I don't know. I don't know Genshin. I should probably just stop talking about Genshin. Oh, it did move. Now it's stationary? Oh, okay. Okay. Did you read the new newspaper article at Howell Stand? Some articles on the second page about Jonathan Medical making progress on ether corruption. I think I did look at it, but I didn't fully, like, actually comprehend it. Not because I couldn't, but because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Progress made in ether corruption medical treatments. Jonathan Medical makes new progress. The research team can partially reverse ether corruption. Currently, the technology can only treat small, mildly affected corrupted areas exposed for a short duration. There remains a considerable technological gap in meeting the public's expectations for corruption treatment and the restoration of corrupted devices. Yeah, I don't trust them. They're a part of the Tops Alliance, so I really don't trust them at all. I don't think we should have a reason to trust them. Monthly checkup. 10% off. JC Pharmacy. The best pharmacy. Yep. Keep your family in good health. Like, come on. Be for real. It just seems sketchy. I don't trust them. I don't like them. Sorry, I know the stream was lagging there for a bit, but it's okay. It'll catch back up. It'll catch back up. It's because I have the wrong browser open. But it's okay. If that article isn't true, then why would they have added the Tenacity Resonium branch? No. I don't think it's not true. I think they are definitely making progress. I'm just saying I don't trust the company. Like, I don't trust the company itself. I do think they are actually doing what they're saying, but I do think they have hidden plans. Because if you could find a way to reduce ether energy, then you could find a way to do exactly what just happened in the new story. He gave him a drink that lowered his ether corruption. Where am I going? Random play. Where did that happen? Yeah. Yeah, the drink that he gave Pompey lowered his ether aptitude, which is why he corrupted so hard and so fast. Because there was the explosion of a mass amount of ether energy, and his ether aptitude was just lowered. It was in the second half? Right. It was... The trader reveals his true colors?
The Sons of Caledon talked a
No.
big game about
He already
having a
drank it by that
showdown.
point. Lucius, that was his name. Was it Doubts Arise?
Proxy! Dang, that was quite...
Nope.
I have arrived!
I have arrived!
It's Moors.
Holy shit.
That's weird.
Stop. Was it before that? Oh yeah. Look, it literally has the thing. Stronger than expected. Beyond the dispute. Here, we'll just start here.
So, it turns out...
A few hours later.
So this is where the... We've seen the movie and had our drink.
After a while.
The data should have finished copying by now. And it's getting dark. Let's head back to the...
There we go.
Boss, here's the new route The newly expanded freight routes have been assigned to the Sons of Caledon as per your instructions.
Yes, put it there.
Boss, you
Did we see him put anything in the drink, or was it just the drink itself?
Hand them over?
If it weren't for Moores stealing the intelligence, I wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble. By the way, Moores insists he acted alone. What do you think?
Well, but...
You're giving me the answer to a question I never asked. But you don't seem too
Pompey's
surprised by all
voice
this.
is so good. Dude, it's so good.
Wanting to win isn't a bad thing. The Motor League's
We didn't actually see the act?
It's
No?
just that we had some...
I hope...
Yes, boss.
These documents...
Not at all, boss.
Okay,
You've
yeah,
been
he's pouring
talking
it from
about the Tord
here.
Inferno a lot lately. You're clearly raring to...
Well said. Caesar may have some potential.
Yeah.
But
It is
she's
bubbling.
not ready
Yeah.
to replace me yet.
But boss, please don't overwork yourself for the next few days. After all, for this grand event, you need to be in peak condition.
Yeah. Okay, so we didn't actually see him do it. So that's a lot, though.
Well said. Caesar may have some potential, but she's not ready to replace
It was probably already
yet.
spiked. Yeah, so yeah, they do have a literal way to lower someone's ether aptitude. Which, like, obviously, someone from the Tops Alliance probably did that. I mean, let's be for real. I mean, if the Tops Alliance is okay with the Vision Corporation blowing up a bunch of people, then they would definitely be okay with, oh, we couldn't save the civilians in time because their ether aptitude was too low. And then beforehand, they, like, gave them a shipment of, like, here's some water, thirsty people. And then it lowered all their, like, could lower all their ether aptitudes, and then they just instantly corrupt. That didn't happen, by the way. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tops Alliance would do something like that. But they especially used onomatopoeia to show the fizz in the drink. Yeah. They made it very clear that there was something in the drink, for sure. They used Pompey like a guinea pig for prototype sparkling water. Yeah, there were a few comments that were confused on when I was playing the story, by the way, if you guys also got confused when I mentioned it. I said that I thought that he was working with Vision Corporation. I wasn't saying Vision. I didn't mean, like, literally Vision. I meant Sarah. Which, by the way, Sarah's not her actual name, so we just have to refer to her as Sarah for now, because that's the only name that we actually have for her. But I think that he is with whatever their company is. Yeah, so Sarah's whole, like, faction, her whole group, whatever they are. Is Sarah, Lucius, and Moors and the vampire connected? I thought about it, but I don't know. I can't prove that. I thought that the person that Sarah was talking to after she left the interrogation room with Perlman could have been the vampire, but I think it was definitely Bringer. I think it was definitely Bringer that she was talking to, and not the vampire. So I don't know. I do think Sarah, Bringer, Lucius, and, like, Moors, like, they're all, like, connected right now. But yeah. Yeah, we don't know if Sarah's with Tops, by the way. We don't. I do also think Mockingbird is different. I do think they're different. I don't think Bringer's, like, the big boss, by the way, because, as we know, he obviously is strong, he has a lot of potential, but he's also, like, a dimwit. So I don't think he's, like, the actual top dog. I think he is up there. For example, I do think Sarah is working for Bringer, but I think Bringer is working for someone else. Because his whole thing is trying to win the election right now, too. And he seems very nervous about winning it. He would definitely be a lot more confident in what he's doing if he was, like, a big boy. Yeah, I mean, I guess the question is he working with Tops? I mean, probably.
But boss, please don't overwork yourself for the
Seth,
next few days.
somebody, Bringer, probably not related. Wait, what? Wait. Why are you bringing up Seth? What did my boy Seth do? Oh, wait, are you talking about the theory that Seth's brother is Bringer? Have you guys seen that theory? That Seth's brother is Bringer? I don't think that's true. But I think it would be really funny. Yeah. Yeah, have you guys not seen that? Because Seth's brother is like, he doesn't like the way his brother works with the new Eridu Public Security, and he does not like his brother. Like, Seth always talks about the fact that like the way that his brother does stuff in the Force is not how he wants it to be. And so, yeah, I don't think it's true. I don't think it has any volition, but I think it would be really funny if that ended up being the case. Yeah, I don't know all the evidence for that theory because I didn't really, I didn't think it was true, so I didn't really look into it that much. But yeah, yeah. But back on this picture, I guess. I mean, we're kind of all over the place with the stream, but again, it's just a discussion. We can talk about literally anything. I don't really care. But I do think that this is definitely their teacher. I do think this is Carol. And unfortunately, we don't get to see her. She be burned. She be burned. Why didn't you take that office position? You could have stopped this. Carol, the smoke theorem, for real, for real. When you said yeah, my mind automated to, it's all my fault. Poor Corin. Poor Corin. Oh yeah, let's read the descriptions of the girlies. Or the other people. Because I didn't read it. Oh my god. Let me click everything but what I need to click. Oh, damn. What the hell? What? Why do we have nothing on Bellum but ionized doppelganger Bellum? Is there a lore reason for this? Can we talk about this? What is up with this? What is this? What is this? What is this doppelganger shit? Why do we have actual, like, shadow versions of people? What is up with this? Oh, it's just from VR? Is that what it is? No. Read. Let's read. Even among ionized enemies renowned for their strength and uncanny qualities, ionized doppelgangers are exceptionally unique. These entities can coat their bodies with a layer of special active ether ions, enabling them to accurately replicate their target's form. What? Often to a degree that makes it hard to tell the difference, both in detail and texture. It is almost impossible to tell apart from the original. Even more challenging is their ability to mimic the powerful and intimidating combat techniques of their targets. No one knows where they obtain the information about the subject they mimic. Some rumors suggest they can read minds, picking out the most suitable challengers from their opponent's memories, and then attacking in that form. Nonsense. If it could really read my deepest fears, it would turn into a fierce middle-aged woman wielding a clothes hanger. That's right. I'm most afraid of my mom. Dog! What? That's so weird. Well, yes, Anby did mention that, but they can't leave the Hollow still. Anby was talking about the movie where the ethereal like actually left the Hollow. But it does appear that there is literally an ethereal that, yeah, can mimic people. Which does tie into she could legitimately have been worried if Billy was actually Billy or not. But what about Jane's shadow? That was in Hollow Zero. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's an ethereal. Because it's saying if it can read the mind... If that's real, some rumors suggest they can read minds, picking out the most suitable challengers from their opponent's memories, and it wouldn't matter if the ethereal had met the person or not. But if it can just read your mind, find someone that was like unbelievably powerful, then it could just turn into it. No, I mean, somebody said they were in VR only. They're not in VR only. Because if you go to the actual combat stage, you can fight them. Which is not in VR. This is real. This is an actual ethereal. So we do have an ethereal that can mimic people. Have you played the ambush node yet? I have not. No. I have not. Yeah, it says the same thing about Jane. Oh. No, my statement was that somebody said they were in VR only, so I had to mention. Oh, I see. Sorry, I was getting chats mixed up. My bad. My bad. I mean, yeah. I mean, sure. Game reads it's easy to recolor enemies. Yeah. I mean, sure. But like the fact that we do have an actual lore reason, that's so weird though. That I did not read that until just now. That's crazy. Perfectly mimics the appearance. Yeah, I mean, yeah. They do look different. They do definitely look different. Yeah, I haven't actually done these yet. Like I said, I think we may stream later tonight, and I'll do the commissions that we got in Blazewood, because we haven't done it yet. Don't be rude to the colorblind ethereals. Dude, they need to let us put our own pictures up on the photo board. I need it. I need it real bad. Is there another lore point that we want to bring up? Or do we want to go back to the cutscene? Do we want to talk about the Pillar of Shame and the other names being written on the Pillar of Shame? Do we want to go back to the main topic?
I can't see Caesar and the other. It feels like we haven't been
Fairy.
Search complete. The chasm, which to deal with the the power of the explosion spark.
That's right. There's nothing in the chasm that can be corrupted. So Hollow Zero can't...
New Eridu could only be built because of it. Without it, if you keep driving from here, you'll...
That belongs to the White Star Institute. Turning left before the statue takes you to the former main road number 7 of the...
And on the right side of the road were all the dessert shops and snack stores that Belle...
I couldn't finish them?
How could I forget?
Our teacher is right
The Helios Academy. It's there now as well.
Teacher, we're...
Master.
I'm going to where we left off.
Carol.
That name was not found, resulted in the
Yeah, here we go.
uncontrollable Hollow Zero, leading to the great tragedy of the fall of the city. The main culprit, Senior Research Director Carol Arna of the Helios Academy,
Along with others involved,
will forever be etched on the Pillar of Shame. Speculation. The name provided earlier was incorrect, or the matching information belongs to another person with the same name.
Fairy was stolen from the White Star Institute, right? That is correct. What is the relationship between the White Star Institute and Helios Academy? I mean, the only actual, like, relationship between them right now is that they're both institutes that existed in Eridu that were revolved around researching information on hollows and ether. But I do want to clarify, while Fairy was stolen from the White Star Institute, there is no confirmation that the White Star Institute created Fairy. There is some evidence, but there technically is not a 100% confirmation that we can give. Do you think Miyabi's mother is the Void Hunter we see in the lore teaser? No, I think that is her grandmother. I don't think Miyabi's mom is the one in the trailer. Because we talked about it a couple times. In the description of the trailer, they talk about the fact that, like, the Void Hunters that they showed were given that title from the first mayor. I think it's been a couple generations. I think the one in the trailer was Miyabi's grandma. One thing that didn't make sense to me at all for any reason ever was why the hell are they putting them on an air blimp to take them to the courthouse to begin with? Kind of overkill to move. I mean, it's probably the easiest way to avoid hollows in general. And probably the safest option normally. But they didn't expect it to get hacked. Maybe Miyabi's mother was the Void Hunter who lost her hype in the Hollow accident. Again, I don't think it was her mom, but could Helios Academy be the place to teach students to become scientists for White Star Institute? I mean, that's an interesting idea. It's an interesting idea, but the thing now is Helios Research Institute technically doesn't exist right now, but White Star Institute does. So it would be, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to that idea, but right now, technically, the new people of the White Star Institute wouldn't have anything to do with Helios. Someone must have framed their teacher based on Fairy's words. The heroes taught the kids back then that their teacher was a bad person while they were the real villains. Wait, sorry. The heroes taught the kids back then that their teacher were a bad person while they were the real villains. The teacher was definitely... Carol was definitely framed. And like I said, it is interesting because here, I think it's in the next line, Wise does mention or insinuates that they have an actual lead.
No, it's no mistake. The person officially responsible for the fall of the old capital
officially
is
responsible. But then Wise says...
She taught us, raised us. The HDD system.
Oh, we'll get back to this in just a second. Keep that point in mind, by the way. That she created the HDD system and EOS.
Fairy, didn't you ask us why we wanted to investigate Hollow Zero?
We became proxies so we could collect enough observation data to one day head back to where Helios Academy once stood, deep in Hollow Zero.
We're confident that if there are clues anywhere, it's got to be there.
Belle and I are prepared to swear on our lives that our teacher isn't the one responsible. We have to uncover the truth about the fall.
They have a lead.
Clear our teacher's name. She's innocent because...
Because what? Because what, Wise? Because Professor Arke? Because other students? Maybe the student that you crossed out in your little photo is responsible? How many years has New Eridu existed? I forgot if we have an exact number. New Eridu, from when they moved away from the fall of the old capital, was about, we're going to give it about 10 to 15 years ago. Within that range. I think it's about 12 years. Technically. But yeah, also keep talking. I got to go to the restroom again. Yeah, quick, like the stream while I'm gone. Quick. I'm not back yet. Like the stream. Like the stream. Okay, anyway. Because they know who's actually responsible. I mean, I think they have a lead. I mean, unless they have, like, there was something that happened while they were being saved that made them, like, know for sure that it wasn't her. They have a reason, but they need evidence. What confuses me most is why they need to clear their name. There's been hardly any mention in the universe of Helios. I think people forgot about it, honestly. I mean, it's probably a personal thing. I mean, you wouldn't want your, essentially your parent to be forever marked in history as the person to cause the fall of the old capital, right? I mean, sure, people don't talk about it, but you wouldn't want it permanently written in history books that if your parent didn't do this thing. You know what I mean? I want to know more about the two people that talk in the lore teaser. Oh, yeah. They're the same people. I do think they are the same people that talk about the AIs in-game, too. She fell to her death and they saw her fall just like that time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I completely forgot about this whole lore point. Guys, what if she's not dead? What if she's not dead? Because I was gonna mention this. One of the comments... I'm very quiet on your side. Am I? Like, compared to the game or just in general? I'm going to assume you mean compared to the game. I'll turn the game down. That should be better. Guys, what if... Okay. She's stuck in some sort of weird... like, hollow ethereal plane. Okay, let me explain. Okay. Let me pull this comment up. Somebody commented on my video, on the stream, that while I said I'm okay with the fissure thing saving Caesar because it made sense, because it was the same fissure that actually saved the previous overlord, like the first overlord when they did it, they actually brought up a really interesting point. Next month. You're talking about... Let me pull this up. Here we go. Here it is. Goated comment, by the way. Big shout out to Sylphie. Okay? Read this shit. Leaving this down here, too, because not gonna lie, as much as I can see where it's kind of plot armor-ish, looking at the record, they are at least pretty consistent with it. I know some will find it off-putting because Caesar survived and should have died or some bullshit. But anyway, these are all the instances of where a fissure has come in clutch to save the MCs in the story. Chapter 1, first meeting with the dead and butcher after catching up with the kid. We fell into the portal that leads to the discovery of the civilians. Right? A fissure was created that we fell into that had us find the civilians. Chapter 2, interlude. The portal inside the crane that Jiyuan and Qingyi jumped into. There was a very clear path of fissures that led them to safety. Odd. Fissures aren't that common, and yet there was like 4 in a row that just led them to safety. Chapter 3. During the first encounter with the ballet sisters, Phaethon had to throw the playback device, and it happened to land in a portal that broke the fight because it teleported the thing away. This one did happen off screen. This one is interesting. This did still happen. I don't know if maybe what I'm about to say, it would really contribute to it. But Jane risking it and throwing the guard down the area where there was a warning of a spatial fissure, and the kid actually did land in the fissure and live. And then now there's this, where the Overlord survived, and then Caesar, fell into it. So technically the Caesar one could also technically not contribute to this idea because the fissure was already there. But what if Carol, during the explosion of the thing that created the chasm, she fell in, whatever. We were talking about it last night. Why is it that the time frame of when you enter a fissure is so different? Because it's not based on distance. Because Caesar is the longest instance of where someone entered a fissure and it took for them to come out the other side. Even though it was only like 30 feet in the air. Jane teleported from the Ballet Twins to Hollow Zero in an instant. I mean, technically, we don't actually know how long it took, like, from the outside perspective. But it took time for Caesar to go through whatever tunnel and then appear, like, at the top. I mean, yeah, I know, I'm not saying all fissures are created by the thing. But I think it would be interesting if Carol is, like, literally able to spectate and watch the MCs and kind of manipulate ether energy to create fissures. We don't have enough evidence to really do that. I just think I think that would be a really interesting tidbit. Because, yeah, you are right. They did mention just like that time. So, yeah, the teacher did fall. And they couldn't do anything about it. But what if? Like, right? What if? Carol's not the host for Nineveh. We already know the host of Nineveh. It was some random girl. There's the entire, the Hollow Zero, like, lost items, talk about it. Maybe that fissure particularly is just naturally complex. Yeah, that could be the case, for sure. But it's an interesting tidbit on, like, where do the fissures lead? Like, why is it a tunnel? Because it is a tunnel. It's not like a portal. She even mentioned it. She like, was traveling through whatever, and then she saw light, and she drove the motorcycle to the light. So it's not, it isn't just a fissure isn't actually just a portal. It is literally like a ley line tunnel type shit. And yes. Yes. Yeah, hollows do manipulate time as well. They do say time and space. Pocket dimensions for hollows? It's interesting. I want to know. Like, what truly happens? I'm imagining in the future if Carol is found alive at a confrontation between Miyabi and Phaethon. I do think that the dynamic that they set up between Miyabi and Phaethon is super interesting. I really like the way that they're going with it. But yeah, it'll be interesting. If Carol is alive. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. How do you unlock the artifacts in Hollow Zero reliably? If you go to the old metro and load into the core area, the moment you load in, like the first area that you can like explore, just look. If there's one there, grab it. If there's not, leave. And then just go back in, just re-enter. And then just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over again until you collect 3. You can get 3 a day. And it is RNG. Sometimes just going in and out took me 30, 45 minutes before I even got 1. But I have all of the lost items. I have all lost items in the Hollow Zero. Do you think that Sparkstone could have been provided by Helios? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because the Sparkstone is really just I mean, it's just a glorified, like, bomb. Like, grenade, really. I don't think so. Because, like, why would they do that, right? I guess that's a better question. Like, if it was provided by Helios, why would they do that? Why would they give the outer ring something that they need? If they found the lead Phaethon was looking for, they wouldn't necessarily have a confrontation since Miyabi... yeah, I mean, I guess it would end up being of, like, is Miyabi just going to turn a blind eye and just want blind retribution? I would love to see Miyabi team up with them. I don't think she would do, like, the blind retribution thing. But the dynamic in general is going to be super interesting. Because we now know... I mean, Miyabi clearly heard this conversation. We can all agree on that, yeah? It literally said she stared daggers at them after saying that she will seek all of them. Miyabi knows. So, Hand, Section 6 knows who we are. Chingy knows who we are. Technically, and Jane definitely knows who we are. PubSec knows who we are. I mean, as if they told, like, anyone else. Probably not. They probably kept it to themselves. But there are people in Section 6 that know who we are. There are people in PubSec that know who we are. Hollow Zero has tapes of old Eridu that could give us evidence on who created Hollow Zero. They're to create Hollow Zero. What parts of it? Because I didn't really see anything of, like, it creating Hollow Zero. I'm really wondering what they're going to do in the future chapters. There's no way Miyabi didn't hear the siblings. Yeah, no, she definitely heard them, for sure. Yeah. I also did not expect them to drop this much lore, but I'm really glad they did. Like, really, really glad they did. It's very satisfying. Did you hear us? Yeah. Here, look, we'll continue.
Warning. An unknown entity has been detected nearby.
Huh? Now? Who would come here?
You're the head of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi.
That's correct. And you're the leaders of the independent investigation team with the exceptional guide Bangbo. I did not anticipate being bested by you.
We're honored you remember us. But being bested by us, what do you mean?
I am training to be the first to reach the Chasm Memorial. I would like to spend some more time with her, alone.
So you're here to pay your respects to the deceased too?
Yes, my mother.
My condolences. I hope you can find peace soon.
Thank you. But I don't intend to find peace.
You don't want to find peace?
Indeed. I shall not seek peace until all those responsible for the fall of the old capital are apprehended.
And then she looks over with a piercing gaze, as if something quietly burns within the depths of her crimson pupils. So yeah, she 100% heard us. The crumb of lore was a jump scare? Oh, absolutely, I agree. And it just kept going. There were so many times I thought it was just going to cut off. And then they just kept giving information. And I was like, oh my god. Since what point they will likely be filler? I don't think it'll be as filler as you think it'll be, but it definitely won't be as important as 1.4. 1.4 is set up to be an ungodly, like, important patch. Gameplay-wise and story-wise. 1.4 is going to be massive. What do you think will make versions like 2.0 special for ZZZ? Like in Honkai Star Rail and Genshin, they released new planets and nations. That's a very good question. I don't really know how to answer that. I mean, they could always just open up a brand, because we have a bunch of quarters, right? Like the Throne Quarter, the Faunus quarters in Hollow Zero, so I can't really do that. But there's a bunch of other like different quarters that we haven't seen, that they could just open up one that's like just massive, like just really cool. But since the game isn't really based on exploration, I wouldn't really think that that's kind of like their main way of showing like a big like update thing. I think 2.0 like big updates will be big lore drops and maybe big gameplay changes, like combat changes. As opposed to like, yo, new area. Those ears aren't for show. Why is the doctor, or sorry, Yanagi left tape "We Need You" on purposely? Wait. Was that the name of the tape that she left? Was "We Need You"? Why is the color red so prominent? So many people have red undertones and streaks. So many have red eyes, as well as, besides Caldon colors, because Boar reference. Yeah, I've seen people bring that up, and I don't, again, I don't really know if I have, like, an answer for that. I mean, design-wise, it makes sense because it pops against the rest of the aesthetic they have going for, like, the actual world. But lore-wise, I couldn't tell you. Will be traveling to the moon. I don't think we'll be going to the moon for 2.0. I mean, I don't even know if we're going to go to the moon at all. I mean, it would be really interesting. I think, like I said, I was going to make that video. They have set stuff up for the opportunity to go to the moon. I think, you know what would be more interesting than going to the moon? Going back in time. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, there's a lot of hints of time manipulation in the game. I 100% think that we are going to end up going back in time at some point. We will definitely have a section where we somehow get transported back in time to the fall of the old capital. Or just like sometime in Eridu. 100%. I can guarantee you at some point we will time travel. Yeah, I'm kind of worried. I don't want the devs to like overwork themselves to reach 1.4. I mean, well, again, 1.4 is clearly very important, but I don't want them to rush it. The rewind thing in the prologue, the fact that hollows are mentioned to manipulate time. There is the entire side story of the Hollow Zero lost items where the girls go into Hollow Zero because they heard rumors of a door that time travels. And we have nothing to expand upon that door. We have no idea if that door is real or if it actually exists. But there is mention of a time-traveling door in Hollow Zero. Maybe 2.0, they'll have enough data to look back, to try and look for Helios Academy. That is some confrontation with Sarah's faction. A confrontation with Sarah's faction would be nice. I would like to know a little bit more about them. That might be what 1.4 is a big debacle between Hand and whatever Sarah's faction is. Yeah, or if that door is a special fissure. Yeah, true. There is also the DVD, by the way. There's the DVD in the video store.
Catch them all. None will escape me.
Of that exact premise. A doctor gets teleported back in time, and he tries to warn everyone about the impending hollow disaster, and no one listens to him or to her. Which one is it? I forget what movie it is. I forget which movie it is. Oh, was it this one? Was it the one that I was literally on? Oh, yeah. A scientist from the old civilization is transported through time to the peak of the hollow disaster period due to an accident that occurred during research. Now he's looking for a way to return to the past, while also trying to help people in this time period reset the hollow. So he's trying to return to the past. So he got transported to the future. But I think... okay, you know why I think we'll go back? You know why I think we'll time travel to the past? Because it gives them an actual lore. It gives a proper lore reason for the people that I said won't be playable to be playable. From the lore trailer, from the lore teaser, they're too old. They're too old. But if we go back in time and learn like a massive part of the story in this time period, then it would let all of these people be playable.
Head of the Hoshimi group who eradicated the Hive Lord Hollow.
Because not only would it be super sick lore-wise to get the information that way, but again, it would give us a reason to actually have these people as playable. It may be a flashback. The term flashback, though, like in my eyes, is something that they've experienced. They definitely did not experience this time period. Unless it was like a situation of like they maybe got one of the other AIs and the AI was there and the AI did it. You want Sunbringer? I know. I also want Sunbringer. Don't get me wrong, chat. I also want playable Sunbringer. Miyabi is not the only current Void Hunter, no. No, we just have literally no evidence, clues, or hints of who the other Void Hunters could be. At all. Literally at all. I do think we will get to play the new Gen Void Hunters for sure. I mean, Miyabi is literally one of them. Yeah, she is the youngest. She is the youngest for sure. That part they've made very clear. Yeah. A canon reason that allows them to time travel. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they've set it up. Like, they've set clues up for time travel to be a real thing. Dude, I'm so interested in Soldier 11's faction, man. Do you think we're finally going to get more stuff on Soldier 11's faction after 1.4? Like, after Hand? Because I definitely don't think we're getting the Idol faction. Because after Hand, there's no faction besides the Idol faction that we know of. Besides, like, maybe the Mockingbird faction. But, like, I really want Obel Squad lore, bro. I really want Obel lore. I want Soldier 11's thing. You look so fluffy. It is, dude. I'm so cozy. It is. It's so fluffy. Yeah. Because I definitely don't think we'll be getting the Idol faction after 1.4. I do think the Idol faction will be coming in the 1.0 series. Just not after 1.4. So, please. Please. In-game, the idols don't even exist. I mean, they mention concerts and idols, but they don't mention the idol group. I mean, shit. The idol group doesn't even have a name yet. We literally do not know the actual idol group name. Yeah, and I'd like to know more about Anby too. By the way, my only disappointment with 1.2 was that we got the tiniest little smidgen of Billy backstory lore. I want more. Give me a Jane-style mission of Billy, like, telling the Cunning Harris about his past. Except we, like, play his past. And it's, like, him telling about it. Do that. Give me that, and I am yours. Hell yo. Please. That would be so sick. Oh, good point. We might get Billy, Laura, and Bernie's story. True. Yeah, I'd love to get an S-rank Billy. I think we should get an S-rank every one of the Cunning Hairs. Anby's holding back. Billy's holding back. Nicole is definitely hiding a lot of stuff in her thing. Did you do the add-on side quests? If I haven't done any of the new side quests that came out in 1.2, we're going to be doing that later tonight. I did not get Caesar, unfortunately. No, I did continue pulling, by the way, chat, after the stream. I did get an S rank. It was Soldier 11. I now have M1 Soldier 11, but I now have guaranteed Bernice.
Huh? Is something the matter?
But yeah, where's my soldier at? There she is.
Ready and waiting.
Yeah. M1. M1. Nicole's as a kid bear huge resemblance to the pink-haired Void Hunter. Yeah, I have seen that whole theory about, like, maybe that pink-haired Void Hunter is Nicole's mom. I think it is interesting. There's a couple things about that theory that doesn't make sense. But I do think there is definitely something way more important with Nicole than is being led on to believe. For sure. Billy's mentioned in the new side quest? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we'll be doing that later tonight. We'll be doing the new side quest later tonight. Because I want to play through it. Caesar's just a stunner that's posing as a defense unit, true and real. She does do a lot of stun for real. 100%. She does do a lot of stun. I drink a lot of water, chat, so I know I've been going to the bathroom a lot, but I'm already doing it again. While I go to the bathroom, come up with new topics. Is there anything in the lore that you want to go back to? Do you want to retouch on any ideas you guys have? Because I am hungry for lunch. So, I mean, we're not going to leave right now, but soon. So, brainstorm. A return. There's a lot of Billy lore in one of the side quests that is kind of hand waved off. I was like, what? Who is VHK working for? I don't know. I have been thinking about that since that chapter, and I've continued to try to come up with ideas, and I legitimately do not know. Like, I actually don't have a clue. I don't think we have any leads. I don't think they have it set up yet. I think they'll return to it as a future plot point in the future. But I just don't know. I actually have no leads on that. Well, we know about the first Overlord. We know he was cool and epic. That's pretty much it. And we know that it was 50, what was it, 50 years ago that he did it? Is it possible that Yanagi / Miyabi hired Victoria Housekeeping? I mean, it's not impossible. My question, though, is why would Hand, the very capable Section 6, need to hire Victoria Housekeeping Company? When they could do stuff themselves. Because they're busy and famous. Yeah, but it... I mean, I get it. I do get the sentiment, but technically, think about it. At the time period that they would have had to have been hired, Yanagi and Miyabi did not know about the sacrifice. Right? I mean, I know Chapter 3 happened after Chapter 2.5, but I think they would have had to have been hired before Chapter 3. How long do you think Promo will be in a coma for? Till 1.4. I think 1.3 is going to be a Section 6 Jane situation. Like, you know how with Jane, the MCs weren't involved at all? I think that's exactly what 1.3 is going to be. It's going to be a hand / Section 6 based like special story of them handling the sacrifice or something, looking into something. And I think PubSec will be involved. I think, I can tell you right now, I do believe Juyuin will be a part of whatever's happening with Section 6 and 1.3. Do not be surprised if we see Juyuin coming in 1.3. Or showing up in 1.3, I mean. Is there a story explanation for the shadow people as our enemies? Or did I... Yeah, we actually... Very interesting. Very good question. We just looked into that. Apparently, it's a freaking ethereal. It's an ethereal that can mimic the moveset and appearance of people. Ionized enemies are renowned for their strange and uncanny qualities. Ionized doppelgangers are exceptionally unique. These entities can coat their bodies with a layer of special active ether ions, enabling them to accurately replicate their target's form. That's what's up with them. There is a story explanation. It's a mimic ethereal. Crazy. Nah, we just read it today. Or at least I just read it today. I didn't know until like literally what, 30 minutes ago? Something like that? Crazy. Crazy. One patch of a coma in a long time. Well, I think technically whatever's happening in 1.3 is going to be happening at the same time as what was happening in 1.2. But we'll see. We'll have to see how they write it. The reason why I say G-Win would show up with Section 6 is because Section 6 literally said that they need to talk with them, like with PubSec, with G-Win, G-E, and them, because they interacted with taking the sacrifice. So they need their help with whatever it is, whether it be information or something. Yeah, like the one Ambi mentioned, besides leaving the hollow, yeah. When I first saw the Ballet Twins cutscene for the CBTs, I thought Victoria Housekeeping Company was going to be the mafia of the city and trick Bello Gang into becoming minions to fight the Gunning Hairs. That would be funny. They're just a gang. Yeah, and Miyabi and Jiyuin are girlfriends. I mean, they go back. They go way back. Did you guys see the art that I commissioned? Did you guys ever see the art that I commissioned? I commissioned Jiyuin and Miyabi art. Because I think they're really cute. I do legitimately think that that ship is super cute. Where is it? Soul. Dude, this cosplay was crazy. Dude. What? You guys see that cosplay on Twitter? That shit was crazy. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's back down. It's somewhere. It's somewhere down here. Let me find it. Hold on. Let me find it. Let me find it. It's not sus. It's cute. It's wholesome. I would not commission art like that. I would not commission NSFW art. I commissioned wholesome art. Here it is. This is the art I commissioned. It's cute. It's wholesome. Not everything needs to be lewd. Jeez, chat, chill out. By the way, cute hoodie, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's very cozy. I love it. I love it. Oh, the cosplay. Yeah, I don't know. But that was, yeah, when this showed up on my timeline, I literally did not realize it was a cosplay. I deadass thought it was art. And then when I realized it was a photo, my eyes literally widened. The outfit, and I guess it's just the lighting, right? Like the lighting on the, like the skirt and the jacket itself. It's just so perfectly placed. Like, I was baffled. I legitimately thought this was art. And not a cosplay. Shit is crazy. Actually insane. Yeah. Arson Girl is awesome. Yeah, I love Bernice. I'm glad I have the guarantee for her. Oh, she did G-Win? I didn't see the G-Win one. I saw the Jane one. The Jane one is also very good. I did not see the G-Win one, though. By the way, whoever mentioned that Arns was like the like Greece city thing for like the revolution thing or whatever, independence, yo, huge, because I am gonna look more into that because that is super interesting. That is hella interesting. I'm sure we'll get more content of Miyabi and G-Win together soon, for sure. Was Lighter in an underground fighting gang situation? He was definitely in a fighting, like, group situation thing, yeah. I think we're just gonna have to wait and see, like, what we actually, like, when they actually go deeper into that. I don't know when they're gonna do that, but, yeah, I mean, I was talking about it. I mean, I said it in the story. I was like, bro, we need to see Lighter in the underground fighting ring. Like, that would be so sick. Yo, Island! What's up? Dude, I'm wearing a cozy, fluffy hoodie, man. What do you mean? Do I not look super cozy? This is a cozy stream. Be so for real right now, Island. How you doing, bro? I hope your weekend has been incredible. 1.3, be a special episode on Sons of Caledon. It won't. It won't. I'm kidding, it may. We'll see. It's not a bathrobe. It's not a robe, chat. It's a hoodie. It's a hoodie. My robe is right here on top of my green screen. This is a robe. This is a robe. There's a difference. Robes go whole body. This is just oversized hoodie. Jeez, chat. Be cultured. Come on now. Dude, I bought this to be cozy. But also because, dude, I used to wear my robe 24/7. And I wanted something else that gives me the same, like, feeling as wearing the robe, but not robe. So here we are. May get Lighter agent story, though? Oh, for sure. For sure. We're going to at least get one of them. There seems to be the really silly thing of only doing one of the S-rank agents to have an agent mission. Stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! But, yeah, we'll have to see. I would like to actually get an Ellen agent story, please. What the hell? I mean, I get it. Like, for example, like Jane. Jane didn't get an agent mission because Jane had the whole special mission. So I get it. I understand. Qingyi had a little special one. But Ellen didn't get one. Ji-Wen didn't get one. And then in this one, Caesar didn't get one. But Bernice is getting one. So It's either going to be Yanagi or Lighter. I would be absolutely like happy if we got both. If both Yanagi and Lighter got an agent mission, bro. Then maybe we won't get any main story in 1.3. Only agent missions. No, I mean, yeah. I would love to get both of them have an agent mission, but we will see. We will have to see. I wonder how it would be if ZZZ collaborated with Valve and made a TF2 crossover, because Bernice goes well with Pyro and Lucy goes well with Scout. I don't think that would ever happen, but that would be interesting for sure. I do wonder if they're ever going to do an actual collab. They seem open to the idea. I mean, if they did do a collab, I think it would definitely be Street Fighter first, right? Like, they have that set up. Like, they have the connections for that, so... I mean, we could... If we did, it would probably be Street Fighter first. You want to experience both agent missions each time? I know, me too. Yeah, and I get that that's why they did it, because, again, Jane was super into the actual main story of 1.1, which is why she didn't get an agent mission, but, like, still. Alright, boys. We are a little bit over the 2-hour mark. I think that was really fun. I love being able to just chill and chat about lore, but I am hella hungry now, and I am going to stream again later tonight of us going through all the new side stories, because I haven't done any of the new commissions that came out in 1.2. So later tonight, if you are new around here, I always say when I go live next on Twitter and in my Discord, links are both in the description. But thank you guys for coming out. I hope you guys enjoy these. Do you guys enjoy these streams? I assume you do, because I love being able to just chat with the community about lore, and have you guys like have your own input and stuff like that. So yeah, I do want to do more of these in the future. I'll maybe try and do one of these each patch. Just have like a little fairy radio each patch. See what we're doing. Yeah. The stream refuses to stay live for me right now, but oh, yes. But thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Make sure to tune in later tonight for when we do the side commissions that came out with the new patch. And I will also be dropping a video probably tomorrow of the complete analysis and feedback of the TV system, and why it should be doing it. When is your tonight? In like 7 or 8 hours. Like I'll probably go live around like 8:30 or 9 p.m. CST. But I will here is night. Yeah, true. Time zones. I forgot. Yeah, I normally don't stream this early, so this does also give an opportunity for those that can't make it to my normal streams to come out. Yeah. Well, like I said, I always give a link. Like the waiting room will be there. So if you're able to make it, awesome. If not, the VOD will be there. But yeah, thank you guys for going out. I appreciate it. I love you all. Have a good rest of your weekend. Mwah! And I will see y'all later.